joining us again today. We're very excited to be here. I appreciate everyone who has worked so hard over a long period of time. I want to recognize Senator Andrade, who is here with us, former Senator Andrade. We appreciate his leadership in helping us to get to this point as well. As you all know, Utah has been a true national leader in digital government services for a long, long time. We've won many awards, and we're proud of those awards, but we're never content to rest. We want to keep pushing forward. Over the past several years, we've truly been focused on improving that experience across every service that we provide to the citizens of the great state of Utah. Now, because government should be easy to use, it should also respect your time, and it should work the way that people actually live today. That's why I'm excited to introduce myutah.gov. This is Utah's new digital front door to all of state government. MyUtah brings many of the services Utahns rely on into one secure, easy-to-use website. Instead of trying to figure out which agency handles what, we get really good at these acronyms. We all know what the different agencies are, and most people do not, and they don't care. We get that, and we want to meet you where you are. You can now apply, order, renew, pay, or check your status in one single location. Whether it's vehicle registration, ordering a certificate, renewing a hunting or fishing license, or filing your state taxes, MyUtah helps you get it done quickly, even on the go. This is a huge step forward for our state, something we're very proud of in how we serve the people and make sure that they're finding everything that they need in one place. And importantly, we've done it the Utah way. We worked very closely with the legislature. We've delivered historic tax cuts in recent years. And in the same time, we continued investing in better services for our people, giving them their money back and making government better for them, two things that we all believe in. This is part of our GRIT initiative to approach to government, focusing on results, eliminating friction, and finding ways to do more with less. Now, by bringing these services together into one platform, we also reduce duplication and we will lower costs over the long run. And I want to assure you that this is just the beginning. We have big things and big expectations for this website and for this platform over time. We'll continue to add more services over time, and we'll make MyUtah even more useful in the months and years ahead. So stay tuned for more announcements as we put new services on this platform. It's all part of our commitment to serve Utahns better and make government more accessible, more efficient, and more responsive. So with that, I'm going to turn some time over to our Chief Information Officer and Director of the Division of Technology Services, Alan Fuller, who will walk us through the new site. Alan?
Thank you, Governor Cox. We greatly appreciate your unwavering support for this project, and we really appreciate the focus and leadership you've brought to helping the state government to achieve better customer service. I also want to thank the legislators who are here today, many of whom have played a big role in improving customer service through their ideas and through their funding support for technology investments that make state government better and easier to interact with. I don't know that I can name everyone on the list who has contributed, because there are definitely many. But let me especially thank former Senator Andrade, who is here today and who sponsored the original bill back in 2019 and helped to get funding for the project in 2022. We also really appreciate the support of our executive directors and agency leaders. Especially thanks to Tracy Gruber, Executive Director for the Department of Health and Human Services, who's been a supporter of the project from the beginning. And thank you to Marvin Dodge, our Executive Director of Government Operations, and Marilee Richens, his deputy. Let me also take a quick minute to thank some of our team members who are here today. A special thank you to Chief Technology Officer Joe Jackson, and George McEwen and Jeff Nelson, who leads the project, also to Rachel Stone and Jason Barnes, who are two of our leads. I also want to thank some of our partners who we couldn't have done this without, Deloitte and ServiceNow, and many, many others who have worked really hard to bring this idea to fruition. So, Let me provide a little bit of context for today's announcement. Utah is consistently ranked among the top of all states for the digital delivery of government services. For example, we have an award-winning website at utah.gov. We've had that for many years. We typically average over 300,000 views per month on utah.gov with over 150,000 active users. And if you look at all of our state websites, we have over 12 million views per month with over 2.8 million active users. So this announcement today really builds on a strong track record. It also represents an investment into the future of digital government services. But before we jump into what it is, let me tell you something that it's not. This is not a single centralized mega application that combines all of the data from all state programs into a single gigantic data pool. We couldn't build that even if we wanted to. So what is it? Think of this as a new front door or portal to state government services. You come here, and once you're logged in and authenticated, we bring your interactions with state government to you. We bringing you a much more personalized experience and a much higher level of service. Your data remains safely and securely stored in each of the various originating systems, and the data is never centralized in the My Utah website, and strong data privacy protections are in place throughout. Now, as this picks up momentum, our goal is to save the residents of the state 1 million hours per year in their interactions with state government. We think we can save each household at least an hour of time on average. So with that quick introduction, let me have you turn your attention to the big screen and let's check out myutah.gov. Here we are on the home page. Welcome to My Utah. From here, sign in with your Utah ID account to access multiple services across the state government. You no longer need to remember different passwords or search multiple government websites for the services you need. But simplicity doesn't mean that we have cut corners on safety. We've baked in security to ensure that you are the only one that can access your data. And it's not just a website. It's a secure, streamlined connection to your state, built to protect your identity while saving you time. Now, we've all had that moment of panic, looking at our license plate and realizing the registration sticker already expired. Instead of worrying about deadlines, you can see exactly when a renewal is due and handle it in seconds using the My Garage feature in My Utah. It is here to help you manage registration for the vehicles you own, including your kids, cars at college, or your parents' vehicles across town. This isn't just for cars. It's for boats, trailers, ATVs, and more. In Utah, the great outdoors is our backyard. You can see and extend your hunting and fishing licenses directly in My Utah, so you never have to wonder if you're good to go. No more lost papers, no more forgotten expiration dates, so you can focus on the catch of the day. Now, let's go to immunizations. Whether you're standing in a school registration line or preparing for international travel, you can pull official Utah immunization records in seconds. You no longer have to call the clinic or dig through old files to find your immunization records. Next, with Find My Representatives, we're connecting you to your elected officials, from the Utah legislature to the U.S. Capitol. Instead of hunting for contact info every time an issue matters to you, just save your address to your My Utah profile, and we'll help keep the contact info for your representatives right at your fingertips. We're helping make sure your elected officials are easily accessible. And My Utah was built specifically for those on the go. No matter where you are, you have full, secure access to everything My Utah has to offer directly on your phone. My Utah can send you notifications so you can stay informed about the topics you care about. You can subscribe to notification messages and see them directly in My Utah, or set your own preferences, choosing a text for urgent reminders or maybe an email for general updates. Ultimately, we built My Utah for one reason: to give you your time back. Whether you need to apply, order, renew, pay, or simply check a status, you can now do it in minutes from anywhere you happen to be. We've started with the services you use most, and we're adding more every month. This is just the beginning of a faster, easier connection between you and your Utah government. Give it a try today at myutah.gov. With that, I'll turn the time back to you, Governor Cox.
Thank you so much for your incredible work and to your team, everybody who's been involved in this. Representative DeFay, thank you as well. We appreciate your leadership here. This is great stuff, and we're so excited about what we were able to accomplish here. One of the things, so this is just for me now. One of the things I wanted to point out that I think is kind of cool. I love the logo on this website, and I just wanted to tell you just a little bit about where that logo came from. So over here on my left, you'll notice that we have this printed poster here. It's inspired by the very first seal of the state of Utah. Now you're all familiar with the state seal. You've seen it out there for sure. We discovered something that I didn't know existed. Maybe some others did, but we found the original watercolor that the seal was based on in 1896 when the state adopted that seal. It was let's see, I think it was March 31st, 1896. The bill was approved, and then it was signed by Governor Wells on April 3rd of that same year. So this is a watercolor by Harry Emmert Edwards. It's the first known sketch of what we now refer to as the state seal of Utah, and he was a Utah pioneer, a member of the National Society of Artists. He was also a bank teller and sometimes bartender here in Salt Lake City. His unique design is pretty cool, of course, featuring a beehive logo and the lilies that still resonate with Utahns today. So we thought as a nod to that original seal, you can see we've got the beehive and the sago lilies, our state flower, and then of course 1896 is a nod to our statehood day, which is kind of cool. So I'm sorry, I just a nerd about these things and thought I would share that with you as well. So you will see that logo on the new website. Now, we're happy to answer any questions that you might have about this new portal. And by answer questions, I mean mostly Alan, who actually knows this stuff. Senator Andrew.
We have an app. We're going with that.
Go ahead.
Our design is we're not doing an app, we're doing a mobile device ready system. So it'll just be one set of code.
Yeah, thank you. Other questions?
And it's available now.
Yeah.
We don't do driver's license yet, but that one of the things we expect to add will be that over time, along with many other services.
Yeah, I do just want to point out again, one of the things that Alan mentioned is so important is that we were very careful about this. One of the mistakes that states have made in trying to put all the data into one central location makes it less secure, makes it much easier to hack. We didn't want to do that, which means that their job is much more difficult because you have to now make sure that this system talks with all the other different systems that have different code, and it's really, really hard. I like to think of this as kind of, if you think about Amazon, right? You log on to Amazon and it's great and it looks clean and you can go find your stuff. Behind the scenes, every company has their own website and they're feeding their own data in. That's kind of how all of this works as well. And so it will take time to add these different services on there, but for right now you can go on and see what's available and set it up for yourself, which we're excited about. Any other questions? All right, seeing none, thanks again to everybody who worked so hard to make this happen. We're proud that Utah is leading. This will be, again, other states are looking at what Utah is doing right now. We're really proud to be sharing that, and we'll continue to be the leader when it comes to digital transformation and making government easier and more accessible to Utahns. Thanks, everyone.